I mean, it is funny but not funny. It's funny not funny, isn't it? That if you are searching for someone so completely devoid of integrity and insight, or perhaps the better word would be intelligence, then you can only really now go for Jacob Rees-Mogg. I find his career trajectory fascinating because he went from being a character that literally nobody could even conceive of putting into government. It's one of the great examples of how Brexit boiled the brains of half the country and the entire Conservative Party. Even among his own colleagues, Jacob Rees-Mogg was regarded as a truly ridiculous human being. Someone possessed of that curious combination that only 30, 40, 50,000 pounds a year's worth of school fees coupled with centuries of tradition at Eton College can deliver. And then Brexit created this weird space in which really, really poor people could profit. And by poor, I mean intellectually poor or politically poor or poor in terms of integrity. It's the same. I think of it as a trebuchet. What's the difference between a trebuchet and a catapult? Is trebuchet just a posh word for a catapult, or do they actually do slightly different things? Anyway, think of Brexit as a trebuchet that launched. They used to use trebuchets, didn't they, to launch diseased carcasses over the walls of besieged castles in the hope of spreading disease within the castle confines. Well, think of Brexit as a trebuchet and Jacob Rees-Mogg as a diseased carcass, a diseased cow carcass. The trebuchet launched some utterly disgusting items into the stratosphere and landed them smack in the middle of political discourse. You go back to 2014 and ask the average Conservative whether or not Jacob Rees-Mogg should be allowed anywhere near the cabinet, they'd have laughed you from here to next Wednesday.